Hey there, just recorded a Blitz game on lichess where I took a loss, unfortunately, so I thought I'd have to keep trucking and try to get a win. So let's request another 5-0 game, and I'm going to try to play a bit faster. In a lot of these videos I've been recording, and just in my games lately in general, I've been getting flagged. I could also consider playing 5-2, but for this video, let's keep it a 5-0. Let's see if we can get an opponent similar to us in rating. Alright, Nikvol. Almost rated 2000, which is my goal rating. So let's see if I can get a win and get closer to that rating. Right now, my short-term goal is 1800, but if I could ever hit 2000, that would be pretty sick. Remember when I started playing chess, I set my goal to hit 1400 on chess.com. And that actually took me quite a while. Now I think I'm like 1550 on chess.com maybe. I think lichess ratings are a little bit more inflated. Yeah, okay. So, Nikvol. I don't have a go-to opening. Let's play some Slav-looking thing. I could take here, but I think I want to just keep developing. I really don't know the move order in this opening. I think bishop here is okay. Sometimes there's some tricks where the queen comes out here early and I end up losing this pawn. Like take, yeah. So let's just play this and try to avoid those lines where I drop my d-pawn. All right. I can't take here because of a center four trick, so let's take like this. These double isolated pawns are looking pretty awful, but that's okay. Let's develop, try to get closer to castling. This is not so bad. If you take, I undouble my pawns. Okay, you're building up pressure on the knight. I see that. This knight here. How do I deal with this? So let's say I play rook here. That's my first thought. That seems okay. Let's go for that. I think it might be forced. My knight is pinned to my king, as you can see. Let's try to get rid of this pesky knight of his. So if I castle, I could have two guys attacking it, but right now I only have one because this knight is pinned, as I said. So I would love to castle. If he castles, I probably castle too. Okay, he's really reinforcing his knight, but I need to break this pin, so let's do it. Trying to play fast here. I've used a whole minute on 12 moves. Maybe I can get my knight in here. It would be pretty strong. Maybe I should fight for control of this square. So I can't take this with my knight because he'll take back and I'm getting forked. So let's get my knight out of the way of a potential fork and then try that perhaps. I don't think I'm dropping anything. If you take with the knight, I recapture with the bishop or the pawn. Probably bishop. This structure just looks too ugly to me, and I don't think that a pawn here would really be that much of a thorn, though I could support it. Alright, that's fine. So now he's building up pressure on my knight. Let's just initiate some trades. So this is being threatened. Well, threatened to trade it off. This bishop doesn't have a lot of good squares. So let's bring it back, try to reroute it to g5, and maybe build up some pressure on this pawn if I can. Yeah, let's go for it. I mean, I'm not threatening this pawn right now, but maybe I could bring my rook in here. Probably should have considered that in the last move, actually. Let's do it now. I think it's okay. If you take, I have to take back here. Yeah, that's fine. Now, nope, can't play that move. So let's just bring my bishop. Okay. I have a few moments to make a plan here. Can I play rook here? No, not yet. Let's just get the bishop to safety and then try to worry about this. Alright, so I see that this pawn is attacked. Yeah, so if I defend it this way, is that alright? I need to make some luft for my king with some sort of pawn move. Interesting. Yeah. Do I have this move? And if... Okay, so bishop d8. If rook takes, I take your bishop. And bishop d8, bishop takes, I take your rook. I think I have this move. Maybe rook here, but then I take your bishop. This looks actually pretty good for me. Am I winning material here? No, I mean, I think he just has to retreat his rook back somewhere. Somewhere down this file, like here. Either, yeah, or all the way back, that's fine too. Yeah, I really don't know what to do here. Just pushing for the sake of pushing. Push. 2 minutes to 3 minutes. Huh. Alright, this is forced, I think. I think rook here's alright. Oh, is he gonna pin my bishop? Ooh, yeah. I think I'm dropping a bishop here, folks. Because otherwise I'm getting mated. Alright. I think that's a pretty disastrous blunder. Bishop here. Is that even... Yeah. I think bishop... Ooh, I think he had bishop f8, which was really destroying me. Maybe I have this move to slow him down. I think he still has bishop f8. I probably should have handled that more appropriately. Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting killed here. This is almost resign time. If I could cover this square, I could maybe threaten some sort of mate, but I don't see that happening. Bishop here. No. Yeah, I think I just got outplayed in this one. Allowing the rook down to c8 was pretty unforgivable. Is there any way I could... No, I can't get my rook or my king close here at all to threaten anything, so... Well, okay, threatening this pawn. Rook back. That's fine. No. Yeah, I don't have any counterplay here. Trying to win this pawn, maybe? Play through the pain. And these squares, or this square rather, is fortunately protected by my king. Let's play here, where I just don't think he has any checks with his bishop. Okay, let's win this. You can take this, fine. Ugh. I can't threaten anything. Guess I can threaten this pawn technically. But now this pawn is passed. All he has to do is move his bishop, and maybe I could try to track it down. Okay, so now I feel like I'm probably going to be getting checkmated. Though, no, I think this pawn is doing pretty well, but my king right now is stalemated, can't move anywhere. So, and yeah, now I can't win this pawn. Let's go here, try to find a way to track down this pawn, but it's not really going to happen. Trying anything in vain. Take my bishop, I guess. I mean, 15 seconds. I'm interested to see how I... I'm interested to see how I could have... I didn't even see that bishop take, so... It's pretty disastrous. Yeah, I think this is resign time. I think he has mate here, and there isn't much I can do about it. Let's say good game. Ah, they leave so quick. Nikvol from Russia? I don't know. That's alright. Let's look at analysis board. These computer analyses, chess is not for the timid. Irving Chernev. Dude wrote a great, great book. Do I have it nearby to flash in front of the camera? Let's see. Yeah. Logical chess, move by move. If you're like between, I don't know, 700 rated and 1500, even 1800 rated, if you haven't read many books before, this is a fantastic book to start with. It has, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 games, and literally in all sorts of openings. It's old, but whatever. If you're that level, it's not like you're that up to date on theory anyway. It has every single move is explained why you would want to make that move. It was the first book that I got that I found really helpful. Anyway, good aside. All right, let's have a look at this game. Slav Defense. Don't really know anything about it. Just trying to go for something solid. 3 knights variation. Yeah, I think one of these moves must have been the rook c8 move, yeah. It looks like, yeah, this sort of a graph is just saying I'm getting outplayed, and then I blunder. All right. But let's see how I could have improved. Queen b6. Yeah, I think queen b6 is forced. If I play something like, I don't know, a waiting move, h6, this pawn's going to be going down. Or even further, this one. Yeah, multiple threats. But I've played many games in the Slav where I screw up by, I think with this bishop move, something like takes, if I take back, then you have this move, right? Where the queen is threatening this pawn and this pawn. Or no. There's some line that I'll have to look up that involves taking and then playing queen here, threatening this, and there isn't really much you can do about it. But alright, that's not how the game went. Let's stick to the books. So this is all fine. I have this open A file to play with, but these pawns are really weak, which is why white has an advantage. So how could I have played that better? C takes d5 is starting to lose momentum. But I thought knight takes pawn here, right? Then I can take this. You take, and then I can run away with my knight. All right, so I should have thought of that. I saw this center fork thing. Where was it? Here. But you can get out of it with this desperado. All right, so that's something to keep in mind. But instead I took with the pawn, which is really weakening these. So in general, yeah, I see now, it would have been much better to take with the knight, because these are just such a liability. There should be 5. I'm struggling to defend this knight. Yeah, he's really propping up this knight, but I'm not sure how useful that ended up being for him. Inaccuracy. Rook c7. Why is rook c7 better? Am I following it up with this other one? Yeah. So I say this is an open file. Let's get both of my rooks on it. I see that. Seems reasonable. Instead, yeah, I didn't need to move this knight yet. This square is going to be available to me for a while. So I guess I should have probably tried to develop further first before moving that knight a second time. Knight d7, threatening this and this. Yeah, that's a fork that I missed. This is a really sensitive square. But luckily my opponent missed it as well. So here we stay pretty even. I was pretty happy to find that move. I mean, white still has an advantage, which is slowly building. Yeah, I was really happy to find this move. I think this move, I mean, this move forces his rook to move back to one of these two squares, which of course he found that was forced. Yeah, so b5, I played this pretty quick. Well, maybe I didn't play it very quickly, but I thought, what am I doing here? How am I improving my position? Both of us have 2 bishops. His pawn structure is better than mine. Is he up a pawn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's not up a pawn, but he's up half a point just positionally. So what's the idea with bishop d3? Where's that bishop going? Oh, maybe bishop here? So maybe the idea with bishop d3 is to put the bishop here to block the rook's defending of this bishop. And then bishop here. Still doesn't look that great. And if the bishop is here, he can't push this pawn to bump it out because I can just take it. But so what's the play? Say he plays here. Yeah, so the computer does say you should put the bishop here just to stunt this file. And this is what I was thinking, bishop here. Then I can start attacking this. Well, this bishop had moved. Okay, so what's the take-home message here? At this point, when I'm saying, what should I do? And I just push the b pawn because I say these doubled pawns are bad. Let's just try to, I don't know, get rid of them. That wasn't even a solid plan at all. Instead, I should have said, here's a file. My opponent is owning it. I can stuff this bishop in his face, and then maybe start to try to take it back myself. All right, that's a thought I could have had, maybe in a longer time control. I think if I were over the board here, and let's say I had an hour left, probably would have spent 10 minutes on this move at least to come up with a plan. This position here is a come up with a plan position, which I didn't do. Just push. This isn't making any sense. He gets all these tempos on my rook. Rook a4 apparently is a blunder. Yeah, yes, this is exactly the blunder. Wow, actually, how is this avoidable? I had to try this desperado move, and if you take, I take back, and I'll be winning your rook back. I didn't see that at all. But if I had played here, what's the evaluation? White is still up, but yeah, it's just the same amount of up that they were before. But I missed that, and my opponent took advantage of it. And here it's, after this point, I don't think this game needs to be reviewed further. I'll just fly through it. Yeah, bishop f8, I was calling that. If they played bishop f8, I can't go to either of these two squares, so I'm forced into a discovered check. And in fact, yeah, that was a forced mate. I would have seen that if I were white. So at least I can take some solace in that fact. But he missed it. Yeah, I won't go over the rest of the game. Just scrolling through it, I never missed any forced mates of my own. But this is mate in 1, so I guess I did resign at the appropriate time. But all right, I take a loss against a higher rated opponent. Hopefully I can learn something from this. If you have any comments, any thoughts, let me know in the comment box below. And thanks for tuning in. Take care.